I bet you were. There you go. Oh, okay.
Alad, which is mine. Well, welcome everyone to Wallingford Sports Park for Lads Night Out versus Cholsey Royals. Apologies for the delay. Previous match overran. It was a whitewash, Tonking. Skipper currently chalking up the team. Simon Newton to lead. Albert Hansel in second. Up at third. It's Martin. Feeling confident this evening. I was chatting to him earlier. Next up is Matt. The ever powerful Matt. Brian. Oh, it's the classic. It's the classic right archer pointer finish. Skip, a word for the watching public about the tactics this evening?
Just hopeful of an improvement on last week, really, and a return to form of a fortnight ago. I mean, I think we know our heart is a bit like last week, but maybe our heads can be about 2 weeks ago. Be nice.
I think. Do you think there's? Do you think anyone would be carrying some of last week's bitter disappointment into this match, or what have you talked to the team and given them a pep talk?
That we know Brian, Citizen, and underperformed last week. I myself was a little bit disappointed with some of my efforts. I think we can shake it off. We're experienced.
You've probably looked like you've put on the A team for the to bring home with Matt, Brian, and finish up yourself.
It looks like a strong lineup tonight. I'm just going to say that. I'm hopeful of not a 10-0 reverse as the last time we played Cholsey Royals. So.
And the young Albert has had some form recently.
He's performed very well last time out. I think he's showing sparks of the Hansel Senior, I think, in some of his Skittles. So.
Now it would need to, our older viewers would need to cast their minds back to the halcyon days of Hansel Senior in the league. He hasn't been seen these parts.
Must address
the toss is on. As soon as we have a result for the toss. Oh, it's a tiny toss. Captains are shaking hands. Cholsey Royals. Oh, there's some discussion as we're not yet fully complete. We're waiting on Brian. He's outside playing football, running around sweating. But I think we're about to start. First off for the Royals, it's Matt, and I'll be kicking off shortly for Lads Night Out. Obviously, I can't. Another toss win for us. Excellent. He's put them into bat first. It's a solid start from Matt. Of course, I'm saying all this and my phone is 30 feet away and I have no idea if this is working or if anyone can hear me, and even if you can and you're in the live chat, who knows? Oh. Yeah. So someone, if anyone's watching, can you put in the WhatsApp group? Oh, solid start. And I'm going to address the hockey now. I'm going to hand over to Matt.
Hello. Simon's taking his place at the hockey. He's a safe pair of hands. That's the kiss of death, if ever there was one. A solid 3 with the first ball It's a bad miss. That looks better. And a good 5, a solid 5 to open with, Simon. Well done, Simon, a solid 5 there.
Well, disappointed with the second shot there, Matt. I was pretty something, but that isn't really an excuse. I think that was just poor second shot, really. What can I say?
Perhaps open hand a little too much.
Yeah.
Here comes Brian, straight from football.
Straight from football. Came off the bike.
A few words for the few words.
Oh, glad to be here. Good evening, everyone.
So, the Royals 2 ahead, plus whatever Lisa can deliver. It's a solid 6 from Lisa, well played. Albert up next. I'm going to relieve him and pass you over to Brian. It's a good job I've put the camera down the other end. Otherwise, you'd have the unedifying sight of Brian undressing himself in public. And hopefully you can't hear the background music too loud. Otherwise, YouTube might actually pull the screen for copyright violation. Young Hansel now. I walked down with him this evening. He was reticent to talk Skittles. Let's see if that means because he was holding back. It's a soft start. A promising second ball. That's unlucky, I think, not to take at least one more out there. But the kingpin is still there, taunting him. He's gone wide. Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind.
I was just sitting on, looked down at my watch. Oh, there you go. Looked down at my watch, looked up again, and hit the curb off.
Oh, yeah, there's some injury. Brian, are you going to be fit, Brian? I mean,
All I need is a beer.
right, well, let me go and sort that out for you.
Excellent 7 there from the opposition.
Just testing this commentary here, Matt.
Testing. Levels.
Yeah, it's alright. It's another. He found another Christmas beer in the back of the or something. Oh, nice. Martin's still performing as he has done these last 2 weeks.
Lovely left hand on the boys.
8 scored. It didn't look it from where I was.
Oh, well, thank you. I've got a real.
You are?
I've got a really.
Oh, really? Have what? Have had for a couple of weeks?
Huh?
You have had for a couple of weeks?
I've
or?
for about 8-9 months now. So I finally know what's wrong with it. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good news.
But it's just, you know what I mean? It just puts your whole body out, like your back, down, sometimes it feels right.
reply on the. Oh, no, you can't. I can't go there. Probably on WhatsApp. It's stream live, so just tell me. Well, not you.
Matt to address the alley. The deficit is 8 pins.
Arrogant, flying in his face. Oh, it's me.
Calm down, Matt.
That's a real
Still here, Chris. Still there. The arrowhead formation.
Look at that move there. Oh. Oh well.
That was me, shocking.
I forgot that to do.
All I know is there's a fine to be paid. The third one
He's in the form.
What do you that lowly 3 down to?
I've already apologised. I'd say a bit nervous performing live.
I've never found you a nervous performer.
No, I was about to say actually, there's like 4 credits that people want to shoot.
Really?
So I'm out of it.
Sometimes it's a lack of experience.
Yeah. Do you know what? Today I've had another day. It's been nightmare. Like, did all the work and then had to go. Spent all the day rectifying something that weird. I shouldn't have had to wait tomorrow. No, I don't. That's the last thing I want to do. Drank too much over yesterday. Still there.
Huh? Still there for the old green.
Whack! Ooh! Great.
Now that is how you give a Skittles ball, or 3. A lovely 8 there for Ryan. Bugger. Why am I such an idiot? It's still on.
There's a fucking present.
I've dropped it twice. Hey. I haven't broken it, it's still going. I just popped the. I think it's still working. I keep dropping it.
Is that my line?
I think they're all the same.
They're all the same.
Nasty.
I'm not going to touch that microphone again.
Well, hopefully you're back with us after that technical disaster when Matt dropped the microphone. Just in time now to see Alan charging through. The famous W split there. It's unlucky. It's unlucky. It doesn't count. Unfortunately, if you Skittle Virgins, that doesn't count on a bounce back. Oh, it's unlucky.
Sometimes we take a while to get warmed up in leg 1.
It is. I mean, you know, it is our favoured start time, though. What do you think about the 8 a.m. start versus
It's like going in at 8 p.m. A bit, it's a bit close to tea time.
We're all family men, so it's, we are off the mark, and now I'm up. I'll just hand over to Matt. Don't drop it this time.
I'm going to try not to drop the microphone.
You got got Mike shy now.
Yes.
I don't know what it's doing. And stepping up to the
Here's
hockey.
Simon.
It's Simon
First
there.
ball. That looks good. Oh,
Oh,
just missed the kingpin.
did what Matt did earlier. Still got the kingpin. Still a possible chance for an eye.
Oh, that was close.
Well, he's got it all
Really
straight
unlucky
on out.
there for Simon. Oh, he's coming across. This is sort of uncharted territory for Simon. Doesn't often come across to the right-hand side or left-hand side of the hockey. That's another tidy 5 there for Simon. Slightly under his average.
Consistency.
Solid.
I'm disappointed again. Disappointed again. That's it's. I'm not feeling like I have a fluid arm this evening.
I'm feeling a bit rigid.
Obviously, the shock news of the evening is Brian, one of the team's strong performers, injury. Brian, it looks like that early 8 is showing that you're not. Do you think you're going to have the stamina to survive through to the end, though? The injuries. I'm looking at the injuries here.
I'm going to have to get some.
Yeah, but how's your injury?
Well, the 8 was pretty exciting, guys.
No. Yeah. No. I'll go and cover sticking up.
Limp up there in a minute.
No, we don't want to overwork Brian. I'll leave the mic in the capable hands of Martin while I go and help stick up.
You've done your knee, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Just before?
Yeah. I was just looking at my.
Oh,
I looked up again and hit just hit the curve.
Oh. That's going to
Well,
hurt.
wasn't mine. Yeah, my knees. The thing that said.
Really?
Pretty sure I'm going. It's going to be a soul tomorrow. Got beer to take the pain away.
Come on, Albert. Oh, new technique being played by here by Albert. He's going for the over 70 approach. The slow roller. Oh, takes out the back skittle there, leaving 5 in play. Unlucky there, Albert. And over to Matt.
I've just been to the jukebox and put on some early 90s house, as well as Vic Reeves and the Wonder Star Dizzy. So that should brighten things up a bit.
Is it me?
No.
It's Lisa, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt doesn't need to get a.
Yeah.
The only way is up, as Yaz once said. Can you hold it, please, Simon?
So Lisa,
That was bad lucky.
she needs a 5 here to bring scores back to parity. A shout of raw emotion there from Lisa.
Right, let's fly. That's looking.
Oh, another one. Now, she's very frustrated.
No, we're not.
No. She's letting it get to her. She's letting it get to her, and I think that's the wrong. Right, this is a big shot now. She's pulled it. She's pulled a token 2 out. Yeah, so she's avoided. I think it's one of the worst pressure shots in Skittles, though, when you've drawn a blank with your first 2 and they're all still there.
You definitely don't want to fire in too many blanks in Skittles.
Can you see how many people have put it on mute yet?
Say that again, Brian.
Can you see how many people have put this on mute?
Only if I go and look at my phone. It's right over the end of the alley there. Right, Martin's up now.
Martin with his lovely left arm. Oh, he's a craftsman of the Skittles.
He is a craftsman. I also notice he has quite a low waistline today.
That's often the thing. You often get to see what pants he's wearing.
That deserved more. Now then, there's a clearance on here, I think.
He's on fire.
All the angles are here for a clearance. Oh, unlucky Martin.
He laid some good foundations there.
Still, an 8 and a 6, that's a solid start there.
When I went up to bowl earlier, it felt like I'd never played Skittles
So 15 for Lads Night Out after 3 and 6 for the Cholsey Royals. Here's Liz. That's unlucky. I think that was a solid pin, kingpin shot. She's trying to follow up the 7 from her first leg. Oh, she's found the gap. That's got to knock your confidence because that pin was spot on. She goes again. That's a good pickup, I think. Well played. Lisa takes the 5. So we're into the final 3 for each team. Matt's here doing some limbing, some stretching. I think he's putting up a very brave face. I think he's actually a lot more injured. He's letting on. I think the adrenaline's come down. Oh, that was quite a wide spread from Mr. Wright. Here comes Matt's second delivery. I believe he's wearing what's known as a barefoot shoe. Yeah, his toes are allowed to spread naturally. Now then, he pulled that. Oh, that was so close. So very close. Still, 21 at the end of leg 4 for Lads Night Out. The Royals are on 11.
Key questions here. Who's not played tonight, apart from Malcolm?
Now look, there's some team discussion about who hasn't coughed up for their subs.
Oh, well, I definitely have.
Yes, I put my pound in after I got some change.
And I put that in. This is the half.
Here's Heather from Chelsea with a good 3 to open. Heather's coming from a 5 in the first leg. Oh, now this is great. It's unlucky. Just curled away from the king. Matt's just checking the live chat and the WhatsApp for up-to-date commentary.
Loving the commentary from Yestin Llewellyn. Thank you, Yestin.
Thanks, Yestin.
And Sharon Murray may have started this a Skittle virgin, but all changing now. The ex-manager of Blackwell's Broad Street.
I think in a very real way we're all changing.
I think that did start many years ago when we first started this sport.
So how many are live on the stream at the moment if we go to the stream?
My notifications are flying in from all angles.
Like the Skittles.
We've got loads of... What's the guest beer, says Brett?
The guest beer is mince pie from the Old Pie Brewery.
Matty Sizer. We're just checking how many people are watching.
Oh, Tom. Don't know.
We're not sure.
Can't see it because
Not that many.
I don't know how to work Matt's phone. It's very small.
It's a perfectly formed Apple product.
Right, let's get back to the serious game. So Brian, out of 5 there. We are worried that the injury is...
Sharon Murray's... Sharon's commented on Facebook.
The trick shot there of knocking the centre Skittle out. Brian now needs to sit down. We're a bit worried. We are worried about Brian's fitness now. Do you need some ice? Do you need some ice or something?
That hasn't swelled up anymore, so...
It's a wrist.
Yeah, wrist. What did you land to? Oh, both hands. That's the thing which is so I'll say it goes, and then maybe.
So, that was Mark from Royals scoring a 4. He's had a bit of a terrible evening with a 2 and a 4. Cholsey Royals on 20. We're on 26 plus these. So really it's Alan's to lose. No pressure on the skipper here. He's coming off a 4, which is very poor performance. He'll want to do better than that. Here's the first delivery.
Just as Dizzy strikes up.
It's a solid 3. 3 per ball is all you need. That left-handed delivery, another sneaky three. This is looking very good. It is classic pointer. Let's see what he can, if he can capitalise. No, he's pulled that. He's pulled that, but he knew the leg was in the bag.
He's a man who knows how to bring the bacon home.
He does. He's pulled back from a disappointing start, a true skipper's leg there. That takes us to a fairly unassailable 32 points. They're on 20.
This is like death by 1,000 cuts.
However, the highest spare this season is 15.
Is it really? And who scored that?
I don't know. Go and look over there, Matt, if you're interested. It's on the stats board. Well, I think we can safely put that one in the bag now. It's unlikely he's going to get all these down in one go. And then another 6.
The statistics are out of date.
Oh, wow, he nearly did it. Just as I said that, the curse of the commentator. What a great shot. This would be a really good consolation. It's looking good, unlucky. And a well-deserved round of applause for that fantastic 8 with 1 ball. Unfortunately though, 28 to 32. For those of you who are not aware how the scoring works in Skittles, it's 2 points for a leg win, 1 point for a leg draw, none for a loss. This lad's not out with 2 legs to nil. That's 4 points to nil at the moment. Here's Pete from Cholsey Royals. Oh, that's a big throw. Unlucky to only get 2. It's a nice delivery. Oh! The fag packet.
Pete's a solid.
I'm going to have to go and do my duty, so I'm just going to hand you over to Matt for some professional analysis.
I was just going to say that Pete is a solid deliverer of a ball.
Pete delivers his ball in a solid way.
Very well, very well. Is Brian injured?
His bike on the way.
Oh, did he? Simon's taken down 4 with that delivery. Oh, that was very close. Simon scores 5, which equals Pete's 5, which means that the beer leg rolls over to the next leg. Sorry, I was about to burp then. That's better. It's the beer and pork scratchings.
I was worried about that last one. You wanted it 1. So I wanted to aim right, but not quite as far right as that.
You don't normally aim to the right, do you?
Well, I do when I tend to like the radiator, as we watch Lisa from Cholsey Royals.
Yeah.
Coming up, a disappointing 2.
And the vapor's turning Japanese is on the jukebox for anyone out there listening. Lisa missing luckily with her second shot.
Same as the last leg. No!
Oh, she's going for a trick shot.
Come on, Lisa.
Come on, Lisa. You picked that up on the commentary. Brian Archer. Lisa ends with 3. I can never help bouncing a bit when this track comes on.
It is a good skittling.
Yeah.
Although, I hope it's not coming over too loudly on the live stream, otherwise we might get pulled for copyright violations. The mic's not sensitive.
No, I was going to say.
It's young Hansel.
Yeah, young Albert Hansel here. A feathery kind of touch. Oh, that was very unlucky. It just tickled the edge of one of the Skittles and it didn't fall. It refused to drop. And that's a 2. That's 2. So he needs to hit one more to equal Lisa, or obviously two to beat her, and not buy a drink. There, he gets a 3. So the beer rolls over again.
Another rollover. Albert's got to be very disappointed. Coming off the back of a 30 plus in his last outing, he's now scored 4, 4 and 3.
I think some of us are like rabbits in the headlights here. Me certainly. Well down. And Al too. Simon, do you want to explain how the beer leg works?
I've just noticed there's been some cheese delivered to the lads' night out table. So, in the beer leg, it's simply all about beating your opponent. If you beat your opponent in terms of number of pins knocked down, then they have to buy you a beverage. The tradition is a half pint of the what's going on, or a soft drink of your choosing.
Someone did once ask me for a Malibu, which was awkward.
A pint?
Not a pint, no. I delivered the Malibu.
But you always deliver, Matt. So yes, back to the cheese. We do like to help our stamina with some cheese-based snacks. We have at the moment some quavers, of course, some mini cheddars, and a little bit of pork scratching. How are pork scratchings? We have a live taster.
I've got the kind of one of the really wet ones, you know, that's not very pleasant. But here we go. Deceptively crunchy, pretty salty.
Mine's got a little hair on it. It's Martin now up for lads night out. Second ball. He's pulled that wide. He's got to be disappointed coming off an 8 and a 6 now. Opponent scored a 5. That's what he needs to beat. It's going down straight. 2 straight. First beer leg lost, the others have rolled over. Martin scoring a 3. We're on 11 after 3. Cholsey Royals on 13 after 3. So a bit of a renaissance then.
I think you're enjoying this, Simon.
Just going to have a quick word with the captain.
Get your beer as well.
The middle of the game commentary from the captain.
So Skipper, we're halfway through the beer leg. What are your thoughts on the performance so far?
That's very, very mixed at best, I think. It's quite ugly to watch from this end of the alley. I don't know what it's like down there.
They've not given us heavy targets to hit. Is it fair to say that we've lost our beer legs, or potential beer legs, rather than them snatching them from us?
We've only lost 1 beer leg so far, haven't we?
Yeah, but it's been a bit crap.
From everyone.
Heather there scoring a 5, another low target, but we can't seem to rise to these low targets they're setting. Heather very consistent, 5, 5 and 5, same as me.
Let's see what Matt can bring.
What can Matt bring to the table? He was bouncing along to the vapours, that pepped him up a bit, I think. I'm just worried about Brian and his injury.
If we can get over the line, you know, in this leg, then.
Here goes Matt's first ball. He's been thinking about this for a long time. Oh. It's unlucky not to take more with it. Oh, he looks like he might strain something. There was some trouser grabbing there. Has he lost focus though with all this banter? Oh, it was a beautiful strike on the king, but very unlucky not to take more with it.
Some to escape beer ignominy here.
He hasn't got it. He's lost the beer leg. Lost the beer leg, and he's got a team fine. Just to let you know, lads night out, we run a fining system. If you score less than 5, you have to put 20 pence into the tin. If you score a 0, it's 50p. At the end of a season, we go out and have the tin. Will determine that the last curry we didn't have to was our high standard. Although we still got promoted, so. This is Mark from Cholsey Royals. The pins are not being kind to me.
Balls are not going straight either.
Big delivery. Oh, 2 straight. He's set Brian with a 5. Brian, you need I think, come on, back to those dizzy heights of the 8. But I know you were on adrenaline, but the pain's now kicked in. But Come on, Brian. Don't rush it. Albert, who is doing sticking up duty for us as well as playing on a number 2, is now finished. 6 for the beer, 8 to draw us level. Brian's delivery. It's 3. 3 per ball is all the skipper always asks for us. Oh, it's another 3. He's got his beer. Now, can he pull out the 8s to bring us level? Looking good. It's very good. Well done, Brian. Back to a superb 8. Well, it won him his beer and it brought us back to level points.
Gone off my bike on the way to every match.
Please don't do that, Brian. The adrenaline might run out and you'll fall over after call an ambulance.
I'm feeling slightly inhibited because I realise I'm wearing my jeans, which are heavily split around the crotch.
We did wonder whether that was some banter with the opposing team or whether you were simply trying to flirt with them.
No, I was telling not to look in that area, but it's very obvious when you deliver.
So you have a trouser malfunction.
Not for the first time in the Skittles alley. No, my trousers are split around the crotch area.
Let's. We've now got Stu up for the Royals, but while we're there, we'll just talk to Rob Wadsworth. He's a neutral observer. Rob, what do you think of the performance so far?
Pretty good.
From who?
Brian.
He's done all right, but everybody else a little bit lacking.
Silence being fucking shit.
Well, we just have to apologise to younger viewers for that language. It's harsh, but probably fair. I refer you to Matt. Right. Now, Stu has pulled in a 7. They're on 30. We are on 23. 7 to draw the leg, 8 for the win, and obviously 8 to take the beer. So pretty much Alan needs 8.
It's live on.
Alan's second delivery, straight down the middle, but the king again not favourable. This is a tough shot now. He needs 3 of these 4. Oh, okay, let's see what he can do. Unlucky.
We appear to have dropped down to 4 viewers.
That would have been Rob Wadsworth's contribution. Oh, your trouser malfunction.
It's beginning to get a bit rowdy. I think the beer's kicked in a bit.
That was in the darts league.
It's very hard to see actually. There's a bit of a delay on it. Not raining. I'm on the beer. Everyone else can
Simon's up here. This is the rollover for his beer leg. Nice shot. That was a lovely shot. 5 down with his first ball. Yeah. Second shot. Takes away the far pin. He's left with 3. This could well be an 8 if he hits that quarter pin, I think as Gary Cooper calls it. Undertones on the jukebox. Looking, oh, that was seriously close. Missed by a whisker. Perfect Cousin is coming on by the Undertones. Pete steps up.
It's like pork crack, isn't it?
Yeah. Martin is just describing the remnants of the Fork Scratchings packet, the little bits and the dust. I think he's about to chug it all down.
He's going for it. We'd rather do that than snort it up his nose.
Here goes Pete, needs 1 to get the beer. He's done it. That's a nice 7 so far and 1 to go.
Well, he's got
7 scored by Pete. So Simon, you owe him here. A bit of a break in the commentary there because people have been moving around. Albert's up now. The last leg was a rollover for him, so he's got to try and set a good score here against Lisa to not have to buy a drink. Lovely first shot. Six down with his first shot, which draws a bit of banter from Lisa. I think they're wondering what we're doing here, standing here talking to a small microphone, because other people don't know they're being filmed. Oh, very close there with the second shot from Albert. Missed by Whisker. That's looking good. He's on for a 7. An 8. Fantastic effort there from Albert. Well played, Albert. It feels a little bit strange commentating on Skittles live on YouTube. What do you think, Brian?
It's just wrong, I think.
So Toots has come on now. Pressure drop.
Social media gone mad.
Well, you should know, Brian, you work in the business.
Followers.
All that innovation.
My phone's actually disappeared because I gave it to Rob Wadsworth to show his dad. That was a nice shot there from Lisa to get 3 down with her first ball. The target is 8. Second shot, she's hooked it away down the gully. That's much better. That is a lovely shot, but not quite enough on this occasion. That's 5 for Lisa. So Albert takes the drink. Though he's under 18, so he won't be ordering anything alcoholic. Martin's up next. If you ever need a kitchen built or anything like that, Martin's your man. Email us for details. Websites, Brian, your man.
Only if you got 80 grand though.
80 grand, okay. Oh, the first shot goes whizzing down. Missed by Oscar. Oh, just the 2. This is looking a bit sketchy here from Martin.
It's a match of 2 hours.
Oh dear. A 2 from Martin. Some of us are really not enjoying being live on YouTube. Me included.
Check it out.
I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up or not.
It does, definitely.
Liz comes up
But not
here.
that far away.
Liz got a very nice delivery.
Apologise for the bad language there, if anybody managed to hear that. Rather disappointed with my 2.
That's a lovely shot. Ah, Liz just delivered a delightful ball and just got a 1. That's the way Skittles goes sometimes. Brian's pointing out one of the finer points there is Skittles. Do not walk on the alley. Monkey Man.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's me.
Get on with it, right?
To his head, isn't it? It's gone to his head.
He's not fucking Ted Lowe, is he? The Skittles are unfriendly Skittles tonight. This conclusion.
Yes.
Hard work for a 6 or a 7 here.
Oh!
Well played, Matt, for a 6.
I like to support you, and I'm going with Keller with you.
Seems to be a drunk wandered in to talk to us.
No, it's all right. It's just me.
No, right.
Right. Hopefully, we'll be letting you know what's going on. We've had 3 now. We're 22 for lads out, 15 to the Royals. This is Heather, who's currently on 5-5-5. 4th leg. And again, thanks to our promoter, or maybe just one, or none now, who are new to the world of Skittles. I'll just explain that we play 5 legs. Each team has 6 players, and as I said, but it's a game of points. So you can actually end up knocking fewer Skittles down than your opponent, but still winning, because it's 2 points for a 1 leg, 1 point for a drawn leg, and for a lost. We're currently 2 legs to 1 up, so it's 4-2 to Lads Night Out. Heather with a 6 there. She's broke her run of 5s, and they're now 21 to our 22 please from Brian. So Brian's got a bit of a free go here. That's a nice first shot.
One of our reliable deliverers, I think.
He is, but we're a bit worried because he fell off his bike on the pier.
I don't know if we should be broadcasting that news live. His wife is watching.
No, he was sober on the way. I mean, if he falls off on the way home from here, that's another thing. But he's been playing football this evening, so he's
very committed to life.
He is, Brian. He's limping though now, which I'm a bit worried about. But he's got a 6 to take us to a 28-21 lead in this 4th leg. I think we can, barring a major problem, or perhaps Mark and Stu coming up with something spectacular, I think we can probably hope that this is in the bag for us.
One never likes to kind of predict these things in Skittles, but it looks like we could be safe.
Let's see. Here's Mark from Cholsey Royals. Straight through the gap.
A powerful man, isn't he?
He is, but I notice he releases quite high off the ground. It's not a smooth delivery.
It's quite a bang. I think that takes something out of it. Mind you, that wasn't too bad, was it?
It's a solid king. 4 with 1. Now then, but it's a tricky split.
I'm slightly concerned now because the music has finished. It's never comfortable for me when the jukebox is finished.
No one likes dead air, do they?
I'm going to go and remedy that now.
Good man.
Put your requests down on the comments underneath this video. Or on my Facebook, thank you.
That's another tradition. There's a jukebox in the Wallingford Sports Park here, and
This time.
we to not perform well if we skittle in silence. So we have an eclectic mix usually up there. Here's the skipper, Alan. Lovely first ball by Alan. It's taken out 4. It's going to be very difficult to clear, but there's certainly an 8 on here.
He'll get his favourite one, won't he?
I like
Solid skipper's 7 there. Best score of the evening so far for Alan. Takes the Lads Not Out total and this leg to 35. So they need 11 to win. It is possible. In Skittles, it's a spare, same as in bowling. You knock them all down. You then get extra run. Not a chance.
Alan hasn't got a chance. Sorry, Stu.
Stu. Martin here, confident that the Royals' final man Stu hasn't got it in him. Let's see if that's the case. What a great first shot. Do you want to change your opinion?
I'm pretty confident he's going to get 4 down with 1 ball.
Let's see now. Second delivery on the way. No, he's missed it. Martin, ever the professional. He caught it again. Some of us doubted. Consolation ball from you. No, he's missed it. That's very unfortunate. That's 5. That's 30-35. Lancelot out takes the win with their highest pin total.
Sealed the deal.
We've effectively now won the match, as we're 6, plays 2 with only 1 leg to go. But it'd be nice to take an 8-2 a win out of them. Here's Pete from the Royals, starting off the final leg. It's a solid strike on the pin, king pin there. Second ball. That's lovely.
Always worth looking at Pete's elevation of the arm here, I have to say. I know the camera's too far off, but very high elevation.
Let's have a look at that lovely high backswing, but he's put it this time. The traditional round of applause for the final go, no matter how good or bad it is. Very respectable score from Pete there. 30 on the nose, it's the target to meet, and I'm up next. Beat your man.
Newton needs a 10 for the beat his man victory. A 9, I'd take a 9 for draw versus Pete. Here we go. Problems. He's left himself with work to do. 1 ball remains, 6 pins, still upstanding. No comment.
I have nothing to say. I've disappointed myself, let alone everybody else. It's a 3, so it's a 40 pence fine and a lowly 24. My average is about 28. A below par performance. 20 pence fine goes in. Here comes Lisa now for the Royals. A mixed bag for her this evening.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what she brings. The moment Albert's in the box seat in this particular context, I think. Contest.
That's a lovely, look at that cheeky extra then. What a great strike. About bloody time, Lisa says. Second shot coming down. Oh, it's another great shot. Leaving just the one. What a great final leg. Here goes. So everyone's behind her, even the opposition. Oh, that's unlucky. What a great finale. Just missed it by a ball width. Excellent 8. Her best score of the evening, 2. Lisa's set a target for Albert of 24. Here comes the young Hansel now. He's looking a little nervous to me.
He needs 6 for the victory versus his opponent. Let's see. I mean, he's had a mixed night. And
There's stopped his run up. Let's look. Here's the first delivery. Okay, it's a 3. Can't ask more than that, really. Well, you can, but per ball, on average, let's hit that. Now then, second 3. He's gone left. This is always gonna 2 straight. It's always gonna only hit the 1. Big final ball. He's stuck radiator side of the alley. It's looking nice. That's a great shot, Albert, to finish with a 7. He's coming off an 8 and 7 last 2 legs there for a very creditable 26, beating his opponent. Can't ask for more than that in Skittles. Beat your opponent. If we all do that, we'll win. Here comes Liz. Somebody else did a bit of a mixed bag. Now, great first delivery. Again, the Kingpin being quite mean this evening. Deserved maybe one or two more. Lads not out, still behind at this stage. So we don't really want Liz to get any more. She's found the gap again. There's been quite a lot of gap finding this evening. Here she goes. She's changed her stance now over onto the right-hand side of the alley for this final delivery. That's a very good shot, but again, she fell over with the effort, but the pins really didn't do her any favours. Finishes with a 5 for a total score there of 25. That gives the Royals a running total of 20 versus Lads Night Out 10. We're 10 behind as Martin steps up.
Needs to refine his form of legs 1 and 2 really here, Martin. If we're to improve on the 6-4 tonight.
Let's see. He's found the gap. Now that's unfortunate, but there's time. There's time yet. He's pulled that. We saw that from the rear view here. He just swung the arm across his body there. Here we go. He's abandoned the radiator. Big delivery. He's pulled out a 5. He's avoided the fine. That's pretty good considering the start. Martin.
Not so great.
Unfortunate first shot there, and then the second, you just pulled it a little bit. I have to say that was quite a good pullback in the third.
The ball doesn't seem to be coming out of the hand straight today here, Simon. Disappointing. Feeling rather deflated by today's performance. Haven't got a clue.
I think
it's worse than last week. I think last week was a 30 maybe.
Yeah, I think you're up in the 30-plus division.
Okay.
A poor night at the alley for you.
Yeah. Hopefully next time, well, with a score like that, maybe not get picked for the next.
Well, that'd be too negative. We don't want people to get too depressed watching.
Okay. Let's pull some positives from this. We won.
Well, you can't say fairer than that. At the end of the day, it's a team game, Mark.
Exactly.
Team game.
So at the end of the day, we won.
Absolutely right.
And the team with no name. Sorry, what was it?
Chelsea Royals. Yeah.
Chelsea Royals.
Heather there with a 6. It's now Matt. Matt very much under par for Matt. Do we think he can do something magical in this last leg?
To hit his average, he's got serious work on. He's got a 10 or 11 to hit, but if he can beat his opponent as we ever asked, then we'd be happy with that result.
It's a strong first delivery, but again, it's not as many pins as he'd perhaps like.
Still there for him, and he needs 9 for the victory versus Heather tonight. So here's hoping.
Oh, what a valiant effort. Matt, what a valiant effort. You needed 9 for the victory against your opponent. It wasn't quite to be, but that was a strong, compared to the run of your form, that was a strong final leg.
Too little, too late, personally. My average is absolutely up the Swanee, which I'm not that pleased about, but, from a team point of view, I'm very pleased.
27, yeah, I mean, perhaps in Division 2 they'd be happy with the 27, but now we're in the dizzy heights of Division 1.
27 is not, it's not what I'm expected to contribute. It needs to be more. Must do better.
Well, perhaps next time you might feel. Well, I don't know. I would have thought it would give you more freedom of movement, but perhaps you were self-conscious and didn't let go with everything.
I'm concerned it might be the second time I split a pair of trousers up the alley, so to speak. And no one will forget the time the cords went up the inside seam.
Thank goodness we weren't live streaming then, eh?
No.
And the business end. So just to update you, that was Mark from Royals. He's finished on a 20. Is up next. Brian's done remarkably well considering his. He's now limping from the bar with his opponent's half.
I think the only word to describe it is gallant.
He's limping up to the alley. I think the pain's kicking in. I think he's hurt himself quite. But what a performance! He's actually kept that quiet. It's only now that he's adrenaline taking.
27 so far. I reckon he'll probably end up on 35, 36, which is a great score by anyone.
Well, I'm just worried about, we've won this game. If Ryan is one of our top performers, if he's injured himself, he might be out for the next one. Let's see with this first delivery how he's looking. He's definitely not bending the knee as much as usual.
He's not, but he's always got it going on, Ryan. Once he hit that Oki. There we go.
Oh, just a bit of a simmer there.
Yeah.
The kingpin's still available, but it's a bit of a mean split.
It's a difficult split, that. He could get another 3 down here if he's lucky. No, he's missed.
No, I think he's definitely...
Shocking display there from Archer.
I think that's harsh considering he fell off his bike and he's limping. I think that's remarkable. I think the 4...
He's ended up with 31.
It's a 4, it's his lowest score, but yet still the only over 30 on the team so far.
It's been quite a desperate display in front of the cameras actually for us this evening, despite the fact we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're currently, the pin tally is 31 to Cholsey Royals, 27 to Lads Not Out. Here's Stu. Now, Stu's shown problem in the second leg. Let's see if he can bring something.
He's got a good eye. A nice... He delivers like he means business.
That was lovely. A 5 with the 1 ball. Now then, the angles aren't quite as forgiving as they could be.
The commentary is not coming easily to us. In case it's the first time we've done. Stu missed there with his second ball. Perhaps that was the kiss of death.
Commentator's curse. Let's see what he can do with number 3. Delivery now.
Down it goes and through the hole. In football, the parlance would be he didn't know whether to shoot or cross. He found the gap, and we're quite pleased about that over here.
Although, of course, there is no crossing in Skittles, and if there was, it was very dangerous, I feel.
Yeah, with the Lignum Vitae ball, you certainly want to be heading that. You'd be rushed to hospital straight away.
So, 36 and 27. So, some work to do for the skipper here.
Yeah, Alan needs to really put a shift in here, because he's not performed brilliantly this evening.
Uncharacteristically, I'd say.
I'd say so, yeah. Alan's a solid. It's a difficult to anchor the leg.
He's also a left-hander, so he's handicapped in that.
Swinging it over. That was pure magic.
Yes, apart from the fact he didn't score very much. Made a nice noise, but
Good. It sounded good. He took 4 pins down.
it promised much but delivered little.
He needs to get all of them down to draw this leg.
Big run up here, and the release.
That's not too bad. Now, what we really need here is a right-hander to hit that outside pin and knock them over.
But he's not ambidextrous, is
No,
he?
he's not. He's got to open the hand, which is almost foreign territory. That is a marvellous... Oh, he missed.
What an effort. What an effort. A well-deserved round of applause.
That would have done it. Great shot.
Wise words from Brian Archer there, who's currently resting his leg. Will he be able to perform at the next counter? So that's a win for the Royals, a consolation leg. 6-4 to Lads Night Out. It's our favourite score. We either lose by 6-4 quite a lot. So now it's time for the formalities. We'll shake hands with the opposition. But thanks for joining us down at the alley for another fantastic live Skittles presentation. Unfortunately, there's not enough of it to do the post-match analysis and interviews to make. So we're going to end the stream now. But thank you for joining us. And if you subscribe to the Lads Night Out channel and ring the bell icon, you'll get notified. The next live game is next week against Knickers. Matt.
Click the link, tune in, and we'll see you next week.
So from now, from the Wallingford Sports Park and the ABM Skittle Club, it's good night from us.
Will there be a killer stream after this?
I think Simon's wrapping it up.
Yes.